Heal the world, make this a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying, but if you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.
Hello everybody.
Hey guys, it's Saturday afternoon. It's 84 degrees. Brian is over here helping me today. His sister is a little under the weather. And it's 20 degrees warmer in that greenhouse than it is outside. So you can see yesterday, I cut all the way across here to let some air circulate in here. Today, we're gonna cut right in here. We're gonna remove all of this front door panel. And we're gonna do the same thing in the back. And we'll just leave this on for another month, just in case I have to come out here and run some plastic across the frame. But I doubt it. Our last frost date is the 27th of March. And we're trying to hurry up and get all these seedlings as much as we can. I'm a little embarrassed to show you this, but let me show you all those little cups that I've already put out in the grow boxes and elevated raised garden beds. So we're gonna take this out first and see if we can lower the temperature a little bit.
Hello everybody. My grandmother's doing hair, so I'm going to record what we did today. So we will cut the greenhouse thing in like this. We cut it down and then we've gone over here and pruned some trees. And then we fixed the brick thing. We fixed it and we put it correctly. So this is what my grandmother pruned. She pruned this tree. And then we put all the sticks over here. That's all we did.
Okay guys, after I finished my hair clients, I came out and I finished trimming out the greenhouse opening on the front and pinned all of this up. I'm not going to try to remove these bricks out of the way until it's time to put the new cover on. And just in case you're new to my channel, I want you to know I buy a cover every year because it degrades very fast in the Texas heat, even in the spring. So I'll just leave this down here as a border until it's time to put on the new cover. Okay guys, we're experiencing real high winds, but I want to document the progress of my seedlings before tonight when we get we're expecting a real bad thunderstorm. So here are my tomato plants. Oh goodness, the lawnmower started up. I may have to do a voiceover. Marigolds are looking very well, and you can see I have my cages up, and what I do is I put twine together or zip ties because it's so windy here in Texas, and secure them all together. That way they can have a firmer foundation. Some more tomatoes over here, looking good. Now right over there, I'm gonna cover them tonight with a plant blanket, not because of the temperature, but because of the high winds we'll get tonight. Now what I just planted right there are the beta alpha binding cucumbers, and I'm gonna let them go up that upside down tomato cage. And then right next to it, I'll go in closer, I planted Roselle hibiscus. Those seeds were given to me by Miss Kia Parks. And right next to it, in the third box on the end there, I have some assorted peppers. I'm gonna try to go over there and get a little closer so that you can see them. There they are. I didn't label them, so I don't know what they are, but I know I started them all in December, and they're growing very, very slowly. And the seeds were donated to me. I'll go back in my journal and try to figure out what they are. I'll put it in the description box. Now these Jamaican sorrel, it's a hibiscus. They look a little beat up, but I've grown them before, and I know that they will recover. They're a little wind damaged, but they'll be okay. And then I dug up a lot of, glad the lawnmower stopped. or edger. I dug up a lot of the society garlic. You can see here and here. And I try to outline it, and I had a few marigolds that are coming up, and I try to place them so that they can repel insects as well. Container, I put my stevia, and you can see that my Texas blackberry is coming to life. Right here, I severely pruned it and put a cage on it, but I'm going to sit another one upside down right here and let it go up real tall. In this elevated garden bed, I planted my patty pan squash. It's a bush type, and I put some basil over here, and puny little marigolds here, but they will flourish. Over here, I have my leafy greens, turnips, mustards, might be a little spinach in here, rutabaga, and purple top turnips, and I'm going to put these in here. I think these are Japanese red mustard. Yeah. So you see, I did label some things. This is a brown turkey fig tree. It's leafing out beautifully. I had to really do some hard work to prune it, to get it out of this bed. It was leaning over in this bed that has I think this is a moon glow, and I think this is an Asian pear here, and they're on a dwarf stock, and I don't want them to get real tall. And then I overwintered those flowers, which will go back into the prayer garden after I uncover all of this banana mulch in here. Okay, so every time it rained, that started decomposing and the nutrients went into the soil. Let me pull it back so you can just see what I'm talking about. And down here, see what I'm saying? So this soil is going to be very, very healthy. There's a root there. But right here, I can put a big pot of flowers that are overwintered. It's going to be easy, but it's going to be some work, and I'm going to need a little help to do that. Another pot that's going to go into the prayer garden that I overwintered. Here are 2 brown turkey fig trees. Let me tell you what my plan is with these brown turkey fig trees. I only kept 2 for myself, and then I had 2 that I air layered off of the tree that were right over here. I'm gonna cut even more of this down. I'm gonna air layer it and give it to my children, and then I'm gonna plant these 2 air layers like in a horizontal line, like a hedge, and I'm going to train them to not be bushy and wide, but to be long against the fence. That's my dream. That's my plan. I'm gonna remove all of this where my hand is, all of this. And you can see where I started cutting it off down there anyway. And this is where I grew some chamomile, and the wind blew it across the yard when I transplanted it. The winds are very, very high here. Okay, so it's junky, but don't worry. I know you're not worried. I'm gonna have it all cleaned up. My goal is to have everything cleaned up by at least Easter. Okay, this is a tower that I haven't used in a couple of years, but I'm assembling it together. I'm putting some reclaimed potting soil in the bottom of all 6 of these little layers. I got this from as a gift from Miss Beverly. I talk about her all the time. She always finding things on sale and doing nice things for me, and I didn't use them in a couple years, so I'm gonna go ahead and use them this year. I think I'm just gonna grow lettuce, something that I may take into the house when it gets 100 degrees here. Here's a look at my strawberry plants, and you remember the onions I planted about a month ago? Companion planting with the strawberries, onions, very good. And you can see they're blooming. We're gonna have strawberries in a couple of weeks, even quicker here and here. And if the birds peck on this, they'll think that they're throwing strawberries, and maybe they won't come and eat my strawberries up. But my onions are doing well, and you guys know I can just come along and snip them off, and they'll keep on growing. These are the 3 Stella cherry trees right there in a row. They eventually will go in the ground, and that's why I companion planted them with the comfrey, because they're going to go in the ground soon, or an elevated raised garden bed. In the beginning of the video, when Brian was sharing with you all how we straightened up this brick outline of this garden bed that has a pear tree in it, I want you to know that what he was trying. Well, he did a very good job in explaining, but he didn't tell you why we were straightening out the bed. We moved it over about a foot over this way because those coneflowers, echinacea, the bricks was on top of them. And so you can see now that the weather is warming up, they're popping up all over the place. You can see them. They're going to come through. These are all going to be coneflowers. They're going to look so pretty. Okay? And there's some over there popping up, but I just want to share that with you. And then I told you guys last night in my Monday Night Live chat that I had 10 of those little containers, dollar store containers full of comfrey. And now only have 6, but they're going to be transplanted in the ground. Some of it is coming up. You can look real close right there and right there. And over here, you see some popping through. And by that pecan tree, I'll do another video on it and show you all everywhere the comfrey is coming up. But there are going to be plenty more pieces of comfrey transplanted all around the food forest. There's my other brown turkey fig tree right there leafing out. I want to share that with you. And you can see I have chairs everywhere strategically placed so that I can just sit down when I need to. I'm sitting down right now. And I'm almost certain that these little sprigs right here, yeah, I'm positive. This is attracts the monarch butterfly. Oh, what do you call it? Oh man, it's amazing how your mind goes blank. I'll insert what it is. Monarch butterfly. My son called me and let me know he was on his way over to help me. I'm so happy because it's going to rain tonight and I really want to get these trees pruned as soon as possible. Can we get the ladder and get the top part of that tree off? Because we're not going to be able to harvest it.
How high?
You can cut it down lower than that. All right, about right there would be wonderful. You think you can make it with those cutters, or we have to get a reciprocating saw? You probably could.
Where's the ladder?
The ladder is in the beauty shop when you first walk in. Guys, my son is going into the salon to get a ladder, and I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just so thankful that he is here to help me today. He's been coming for quite a while, and I have a list of all the stuff that I want him to do. So I got to hurry up and finish filming this before he gets back, because he doesn't know that I have a lot of stuff. The first thing I did was I had him to unload my car. See that black capital over there? Some garden sand. He brought all that out because I need to put some of that around my plants. So it's about 6'4". This jujube tree is about 20 feet tall. I want him to cut it down, and because we can't harvest it way up there. Wonderful. That is absolutely perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. So we got that taken care of. The next thing on my list is, you see the pear tree right behind the magnolia tree? Let me walk over there. You can take it down as low as you want to. Whatever is comfortable. Hey, are you crazy? Don't take it up down there. You're over 6 feet, so take it down about 7 feet. I don't want to
trim it all the way down.
Just all the way across. You can just cut it off all the way across, because we're not going to be able to harvest those pears anyway. I can't get up that high. See if I can get a little closer. I can sit down. You got it steady? Now watch behind you, because that's a plum tree on the other side.
I need to get it level.
A level? Oh yeah, to get the ladder level. Yes, I understand. We don't want you to fall. There's a lot of wood chips there.
Okay.
Anywhere you want to cut, whatever's comfortable for you. I don't care about having real big tall trees. Just cut, 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 cut. what you can do is take, see, okay, you see this cut right here? You can cut right there and you can take a whole lot off.
Where?
Right here, with my, higher up. Yeah, right there where you see a joint. Yeah.
Right here?
I was speaking of this one right here. With my finger. Yes, go up a little bit higher. Right there, just go straight across, you see? And you'll take a lot off at one time. Very good. I see a little right here, a little piece right here you can take, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary. How far that is above? Yes, above the trellis. I don't want the trees to be that big, that tall. So cut it right there. Cut it, the whole thing, and anything that's in that line. Yeah. There you go. Let's keep going. You do not need a ladder. You do not need a ladder. Now, you see all the little short things that I did already? All I need you to do is go across the top and mow it down. Mow it down. The more you cut a mulberry tree, the more it will grow. So I'm not going to film the whole thing. If I were you, I would start in the center. That's perfect. You go across the same height. Yes, excellent. Wow, that looks wonderful. I see just a few little pieces I can prune off. Looks fantastic. Very hard to get my seedlings all planted out from the greenhouse, and it's rainy right now. Just giving you a quick little overview of what I have done so far. Got a lot of work done. I still have a lot of work to go, but I'm thankful for the rain today, because basically I need a little break because I've been really working very hard, and I'm grateful. Let me just pan around here and show you some of the seedlings, and I'm proud of this garden bed. I planted these tomatoes out very early. Took a chance like I always do. I don't listen and do what everybody else do. I do my own thing. Okay, here we go. Got a lot of cleanup to do. Thank you so much for watching.